Hello guys, I am Busie Sholo, and today I want us to chat about what it really means to lose yourself in motherhood. But first off, let's define loss. I actually looked it up and loved how the Collins Online Dictionary puts it. They say that loss is the fact of no longer having something or having less of it than before. And I resonated with this definition because when I lost myself in motherhood, it felt like day by day I was having less and less of myself. Like the commitments, the demands, the household chores, those things had my attention. But it felt like all of those things were pulling me away from me. And I kept having less of freedom, less of my time, less of time to pursue my dreams and my goals. And that is why this definition actually makes so much sense. So, what is it really about motherhood that causes us as moms to feel lost? What is it about motherhood that makes us say to ourselves that I don't recognize myself anymore? To say that it's not supposed to feel like this. To say I do not even recognize myself anymore. Well, number one is the fact that during pregnancy, we prepare so much for the baby. We make all these changes in our homes, in our lifestyles, in order to accommodate the coming child, which is recommended, which is good, right? But we never actually really think of what these anticipated changes mean for us. We don't really think of, okay, how is it going to affect the way I take care of myself? How is it going to affect my relationships? How is it going to affect the way that I pursue my goals? So what happens now is that when the baby is there, all these changes and demands that come make us focus so much on the baby. And we never have really taken the time to look at how we can still pour into ourselves even though we are now mothers. And that actually increases this feeling of feeling lost and feeling like you don't recognize yourself anymore. Another thing that increases these feelings of loss is like the loss of identity. What happens when we become a mom? Motherhood takes over. And when motherhood takes over, it actually makes you feel lost in motherhood, especially in the early years. I like to look at a woman's identity as like a complete puzzle. I look at it as being made up of small puzzle pieces, right? The puzzle piece of relationships, your relationships with your spouse, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your friends and colleagues, and the puzzle piece of your health with a mental, physical, social health, spiritual health, all of that. And the puzzle piece of your dreams, your careers, your aspirations, and so forth. But it's all these puzzle pieces that make up a woman, that make up your identity. And when you're a mom and only you are focusing on the one puzzle piece, then the puzzle is not complete. You are not going to experience holistic health by just focusing on your aspect of being a mom. Yes, that can happen for a season, especially at the beginning when the baby is small, but that cannot be your default. You have to, in a way, find a way to get back to pursuing your dreams, to take care of your health, to just take care of yourself holistically. And I believe that else actually helps you to show up as your best self. But when we neglect all the other things, it actually perpetuates the feelings of loss. I remember reading a quote somewhere that said that motherhood is a facet of a woman's identity. It is not its entirety. And therefore we need to normalize and validate cultivating all these other puzzle pieces, cultivating all the aspects that make up the identity of a woman. And another thing that actually increases the feeling of loss is the fact that the changes are a lot. There's a lot of changes that happen when you become a mom, and they happen so quickly. They take away the normalcy of everyday life for the mother. When you're just trying to catch up with this, and then there's that, and then you try to catch up with that, and then there's something else, you're just like, I can't keep up. And that actually causes us to lose ourselves even more. There are so many other things, but I'm just going to leave it at those things for now. And then I want to go into what you can start doing in order to find yourself in motherhood, I will give you 3 points. Number 1, it is to put yourself back on your priority list. By that, I'm not in any way encouraging you being selfish and not looking out for your family and not looking out for your kids. No. What I am saying is that this is a shout for me too, because I know that as a mom, you are already taking care of the needs of your children, the needs of your family, and the needs of those that call upon you. You are already extending grace. You are already extending yourself to doing the things that they need from you. You are booking the appointments for the kids. You are making sure that they are fed, healthy, good food. But as you are doing that for them, do that for yourself too. Book your own appointments. Make sure that you see a doctor. Make sure that you are fed, that you are eating food that is good for your soul. Make sure that you are exercising. As you are attending to their needs, tend to your needs as well. Because the thing that is most likely to happen is that the moms will put all the other people's needs on the list and leave out theirs. So put yourself back on your priority list. Number 2, it will be to accept these feelings of loss. Know that you are not the only one going through it. You know, what I actually found, it took me about 4 years to actually go from a point where I was feeling lost in motherhood to actually doing something about it. And I believe that what prolonged my journey of healing and my journey of self-discovery was the fact that I was not accepting the fact that I was lost in motherhood. Because feelings of loss come with me having to confront the fact that I want time away from my child. Me having to confront the fact that I need a break. I want help. That I don't want to do certain motherly things, so to speak. I don't want to cook every day. I don't want to be cleaning the house and doing laundry all the time. And that made me feel guilty. And I felt shame because of that. So sometimes we keep quiet and we don't start the journey of self-discovery because we are trying to get ourselves to snap out of it, so to speak. And that's not the way to go about it, I believe. So acknowledge those feelings and accept that you are feeling lost in motherhood. Then in that way you can be able to start taking the steps towards finding yourself and navigating, taking care of yourself and taking care of the role or fulfilling your role of being a mother. Number 3, it is to redefine what being a good mother means. There is this ideal perfect mom that most of us hold high up on a pedestal, right? So much so that we benchmark our motherhood against her standard. We are saying to ourselves, oh my goodness, I didn't go to my child's sport day. A perfect mother would not miss her child's sport day. A perfect mother would not serve takeaways for dinner. My child fell, and a perfect mother would never let her child to fall. A perfect mother would not be staying at home and not going to earn a living for her child. A perfect mother would not be working over 8 hours every day, constantly missing, taking time for the child. But there's no perfect mother. She does not exist. Say it after me. She does not exist. So liberate yourself from just trying to live up to the standard of this perfect mother who doesn't exist. And like how, you know how success is different, has a different meaning rather for everybody. For someone, success is money. For someone, success is peace of mind. So I believe that even with this definition of motherhood and being a good mother, have your own definition of what it means to be a good mother to you. It is time to just let go of this rigid definition that we believe motherhood to be. My hope is for us to get to a point where we can all say things like, I make dinner for my family every night and I'm a good mother. I don't make dinner every night for my family and I'm a good mother. I attend all the sports activities for my child and I'm a good mother. I don't get to attend all the sports activities for my child and I'm a good mother anyway. I drive my kids to school and I'm a good mother. My kids get picked up by transport and I'm a good mother. I walk my kids to school and I'm a good mother. All of those different things. I buy the food that we eat, like takeaways for my kids, and I'm a good mother. I do homework with my kids and I'm a good mother. or I hire someone, or my kids go to a homework club and I'm a good mother, because our circumstances are different. Like, comparison is really the thief of joy. So we shouldn't be comparing ourselves. We should all have our individual definition of what it means to be a good mother. Again, to find yourself in motherhood, put yourself back on your priority list. Number 2, accept that you are lost and know that you are not the only one, and therefore give yourself grace. And number 3, redefine what it means to be a mother, what it means to be a good mother. I am Busie Sholo, and thank you so much for watching.